Hello, hello, good morning, Harrison.
Morning, morning. How's it going, Greg?
I'm pretty well. I'm pretty tired, pretty busy to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why yesterday I couldn't join the Zoom.
that's all right.
You know, end of the day, end of the year, it's always pretty busy for most of businesses and for my company as well, unfortunately. I mean, luckily, I should say.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No problem. So, GJ dropped this morning. Morning, Ash.
Did you catch anything yesterday? I saw this very big push without maybe even a chance to join.
No, I didn't get anything yesterday. No, I didn't. I didn't catch a move at all yesterday. Completely missed. Completely missed everything. I was gonna take buys up over here, but the 30-minute candle
Yeah.
closed too weak, so I decided
Oh
not.
yeah.
Yeah, not to execute. Morning. Who's going to win? Oh, do you know what? I don't know. It looks pretty. It looks pretty close. If we
It's
look at,
going.
yeah, if we look, yeah, currently Biden's winning. Actually, I was pretty convinced that Trump was going to win, but so
Yeah.
I think how it stands is, yeah. So they've got Georgia, I'm pretty sure, to still count in, if I'm not wrong. Nevada's another one. Oh yeah, so where it says reporting is where they nearly finished counting all the votes, I'm pretty sure. So it looks like Trump's gonna win North Carolina.
Okay.
So I think if he wins these ones, maybe he wins. I don't know. Oh no, we can as the stream goes on, we'll check it out. So we'll see. Anyway, GDP JPY. Let's wait for like a couple more people to join here, and then we'll dive straight into it. Wow, look at this rejection on the daily.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I did no analysis last night for the pre-Asian. I just thought there's no point because, you know, if the election's on overnight, markets are going to be pretty wild. I mean, if we look at gold right now, gold is bearish. Yeah, man. I was watching gold actually when the elections came out, and when the first state came out, I think it was
Yeah.
Indiana, and Trump won. Man, gold was going nuts. It was going nuts. Yeah, so Georgia is the next state, or North Carolina. Looks like they're the two states that look like are going to be next. So that's going to be really important for who win. Well, if Trump wins those states, then obviously he has a much higher chance of winning at that point. So anyway, yeah, we've not got a lot of people here, but still, let's just dive into it because yeah, I do my analysis ASAP. So looking at the daily time frame on GDP JPY, it looks like we respected this support over here around 135. So at 135, this area was a strong level. We failed to break below this level to continue further down. In fact, if we go to the weekly, so the current weekly candle has come up and it broke the high of the previous weekly candle. But, I mean, at the same time, this could be a massive liquidity grab on the higher time frames, right? We speak about that. Looking on the monthly, though, the monthly is respecting the current high of the previous monthly candle. So, again, it could be just that initial new month push. And then now we're going to start to come down. So if we go back to the daily time frame, for me to want to see, you know, some further bearish momentum, we'd need a resistance formed, and I think ultimately we would need a close back below this support. So this support here was at 135.850, and this area was key because when candle started to break down, we needed some resistance there. But this daily candle, it came up and it closed above this area. Now this current daily candle overnight has already come up and tapped into this resistance. So the daily candle, it came up, it tapped into 137.400, and now it's rejecting and it's coming back to this level. So if we start to see a strong resistance being formed below 135.850, then I think maybe this candle's gonna maybe get corrected, and then hopefully we should continue down. But obviously we don't know yet, because if this daily candle closes above this area and then again we start to see some supports, maybe this wick's gonna get filled at a later date. So it is really important. So let's go to the 4-hour. So looking on the 4-hour time frame, we had a resistance right over here at 135.800. Candles came up. So the 4-hour broke out just around pre-Asian session. Price made a high, came back, probably formed some supports on the smaller time frames, and then again we can see this continuation up to 137.400. But now the 4-hour time frame is coming back to this area, 135.800. So I mean, it is really key, because if the 4-hour closes above this area in an hour's time and we start to see supports forming over here, then the chances of us breaking down are going to be much harder. But at the same time, we don't know what's going to happen at this level yet. But this is a key area. Where we're at now is a very key level. So let's go to the 1-hour time frame. It's going to give us some more information over there. So looking on the 1-hour time frame, what we can see is we broke below this support. We broke out of this support at 7 a.m. And we were just ranging. We had a resistance over here. So price was just ranging between 136.500 and 136.200. If we go to the 30-minute time frame now, finally. So what we can see, if I remove this, so we know that this zone where this 30-minute candle has closed bullish is our 4-hour resistance. So this area right over here is our strong area. But one thing I would say is we obviously always want to focus in on the most recent price action as well. So we can see this was a support. Candle came down, it broke down, created a low at 135.540, but we also had this this minor support to the left hand side as well. So we can see now that we're trying to maybe create some resistance below 135.900. So if we look on the 15 minutes got like 1 minute left to close. So in all honesty, we would need to see some resistance formed below 135.900 for there to be a much higher chance for price to continue down and fill these wicks over here. So if we look at this area from yesterday, this is the point at which we broke out, created that breakout. So I mean, if we're gonna head down, 135.450 is going to be a good target, for price to continue down and correct that move from yesterday. So for that to happen, we really need to see a resistance, because price has made a low, it's retraced already, it's come back up to this level. 15 minute is going to be a weaker time frame confirmation. So you have to take that into consideration. Obviously, if the 15-minute does close bearish in 20 seconds, there is a chance the next one can continue down. But then you have to look at, okay, already on this one candle, stop's going to be at least 10 pips just off one 15-minute candle. So I may be more inclined to wait for the 30-minute to close. Although looking at the candle structure, there is a chance this candle can just come down and fill this wick, which I've also seen happen a lot. But if we look on the 15-minute, we don't want to get into that weak confirmation trap early on in the day. So we'll see what happens right now. But we do have a minor resistance created on the 15 minute. I think if people were looking for sells based off of that, it's probably going to be safer maybe once the low's broken, but then stop's going to be slightly bigger. So that's up to you. I just thinking for me, because the 30 minutes still open, and the last thing I want to happen is for, you know, prices to just start coming back up above this level, when, you know, we could potentially be rejecting, because remember, we're at this 4-hour area. So it is important what happens here, but just remember that obviously as we zoom into the time frames, we get more information. So yeah, and if anybody is from the UK, man, it was freezing this morning when I got out of bed. My car was frosted up, everything was frosted up. So now I can start to finally say winter is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Jon Snow is coming.
Mm. So yeah, those of you looking for sells, you obviously want this high of the previous 15 minute to get respected. But I do think the 30 minutes going to be obviously a much stronger confirmation. But here's the thing, when you wait for the 30 minute candle to close, you have to accept that you may miss the move if the 15 minute works out. So you have to accept that. And I think the 30 minute closing bearish is going to be a lot stronger, because like I say, I'm not going to want to take a sell at an area of a 4-hour resistance. A 4-hour resistance when we don't have a strong candle in our direction, you know, like a 15 minute, a 30 minute, sorry, or a 1 hour time frame. So yeah, we'll see. Let's check out if there are any more updates on the US election. No, not yet. Not yet. Still the same. So we'll see. So this is live. Yeah, so once we just refresh it, I think it just, yeah, there we go. So it is tight. It is very tight. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states that haven't been counted, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow. Donald Trump won massive for Alaska. Have they not voted? Have they not? Oh, do you know what? A lot of these haven't even finished. That makes no sense. How can they say that, but someone won that? Is it because the mail-in voting?
You know, maybe they. I remember that they were counting physically, and the next step is counting the votes online.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it anyway. Bit of fun. You know, I am expecting. I'm expecting a Trump win. Like, that's what I always thought, he should win it, but we'll see. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought it wasn't gonna be as close as that. I have to admit. So maybe I was wrong. So we can see the 15 minute now has created a top wick. You know, so I mean, there is a chance it can continue down, but we may need to wait for the candle to close, because the 30 minute time frame is going to be a much stronger confirmation, especially if this 30 minute it closes below this minor support. But as we look at, you know, stop loss and stuff, the candles today are pretty big, so stop losses I think are going to be slightly larger than normal. So we can see here, you know, this stops could be around 15, 14 pips. Yes, if you look on the 15 minute now, as it's coming down, you know, maybe break the low. Yeah, so stop would be around 16 pips roughly, if you're basing this off of the 15 minute time frame. But I'm going to personally wait for the 30 minute candle to close in 10 minutes here. Lost the trade yesterday after the stream. Yeah, I mean, yesterday GJ was so tough, man, so tough. But yeah, just got to look at that loss and see how you could have maybe avoided that or done better next time. Yeah, it says there's 15 minutes coming down. You know, maybe it's gonna come down, break this low, continue down. Who knows? What's the?
To be honest, yeah, go on.
No, I'm just gonna see. So roughly, if it does break the low, to the low point is around 12, 13 pips, and then if we do continue down to fill the wick, then it's around 22 pips. So it does look like the 15-minute candle is coming down. 30-minute obviously hasn't closed yet. We've got 9 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close. 15-minute candle is coming down. So there is a very high chance, that price can continue moving down. But I think if you want to be safer, wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Stop's going to be obviously bigger than you would want. But, I mean, if the 30-minute closes below this minus support, there's a very high chance we're going to come down and fill these wicks, okay? So it's all about probability and being patient. This candle hasn't closed yet either. We've got 8 minutes left. So we're gonna wait and see about that. Okay, 15-minute candles coming down. Okay, so as it did break the low, executed that sell position. So I think I'm going to keep the stop above the current 15, expecting price to continue down.
Did the same thing.
Yeah, so I think at that point it does look good to continue moving bearish. So we'll see. But really need to manage this trade, as this candle's coming down. So hopefully can continue moving. So we'll probably if I can let a one lot position run at break even, that'd be pretty good. Let's tighten the stop loss up a little bit. But yeah, now that it's broken this low right over here, it looks much cleaner to continue moving down. We've got 5 minutes left. At worst way, the 30-minute candle should close below this area now. So, I mean, yeah, there's not much going against it, which is pretty good. Yeah, I wanted to see a break of the low just because, I didn't want to take a sell on the close of the 15-minute because the 15-minute on its own was weak. We could come up, broke the high, no area to reduce the risk, which is not what I want. So,
yeah,
100% happy to take the sell here and then just expect, secure something down over here. Even if it's a small bit of profit, it's profit, and then let positions run to continue moving down.
there might be some retracement of when the candle closes. The next 30-minute opens then.
Yeah, possibly. But we'll see. We will see. So it's the last 5 minutes. Looking at the 5 minute, it should continue down. It does look good to continue moving down. But just being very cautious of this area. Must be very cautious. Yeah, so I'm going to secure most of the position right over here and then gonna let something run. So coming into last 5 minutes, last 4 minutes. Come on, GJ.
Come on, baby. Come on, come on.
Come on, come on. Little bit more. Just a little bit. Come on, GJ. It's toying with us again.
Yeah, fooling around.
Yeah, man. No 5 minute candle. You don't need to. You need to continue. Come on, you've just got to get to there. Just go home.
Yeah, it's not very far. Focus. Kind of focus.
Come on, GJ. You're nearly there.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, GJ.
Go on with your talking.
Oh, it's literally like it's playing around.
You know, it just likes us. That's why.
Yeah. He's like, I know you lot are waiting. I know you want to secure, but you're not going to secure anything.
No, guys. Not this time.
Yeah. Okay. We've got like 2 minutes. 2 minutes left over here. See if we can get that last push on the last couple of minutes. Come on, GJ. You're literally there. Come on, just go. Little bit more. Little bit more.
A bit deeper.
Yeah.
So YouTube.
There we go. So secured. 2-lot position just down over here. Secured some profits and then gonna let the rest run at break even. See where we can go.
Perfecto. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so my next position is currently break even.
Not job today. I like the mornings.
Yes. So we did have a winning trade here today on the stream. Yeah. Oh shit. Sorry, Paul. I didn't even see him over there. I had my MetaTrader on my screen instead of my what's it called? Streamlabs. But yeah, what's going on, Paul? Let's go. So, Paul, should we get you in the? Oh, look at GJ now. Come on, GJ. Can we get to 135, 450? 135, 450. I know she's gonna do it. So we got the 1 lot running at break even now, which is pretty good. Okay. So question: if you take a trade based on the 15-minute for managed trade, you see 5 minute or just with 15-minute? So if I take a sell on the 15, I probably will be looking at the 5 minute and saying, okay, well, we shouldn't maybe break these highs over here. We should continue down. So yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So this point is pretty tricky because the 15-minute is closed at this minor support. So do expect maybe some liquidity wick and then a continuation. But looking on the 30-minute now, the 30-minute candle closed bearish. So the next one should continue moving down, hopefully to 135, 450. And then we're going to have an excellent day here today. So, yeah. Anyway, Paul, I'm gonna send you the Discord link. Let's get you in. Let's get you in, mate. But yeah, nice to see everybody eating off GJ this morning. Oh, she's still going. Come on, GJ. Let's get my runner to 135, 450. Let's go. 135, 450.
Ooh.
No. Yeah, maybe it's gonna make some form of top wick and then continue down. It's fine. But yeah, if you caught this sell, if you know, you could have secured profits down over here at 10 pips. You could have secured down at the low. So I secured everything. Well, 80%, 70% of the position at this point here. And then, you know, letting the rest run at break even. So hopefully this 15 minutes should continue down of just making some form of top wick. But yeah, if you caught this trade, drop a like on the stream. And let's see some W's in the chat so I can see how many people caught this lovely sell this morning. Yeah, that was perfect. I think the 15-minute over here was also good if people got in on the 15. But like I was explaining, is I didn't like, you know, the fact that we could potentially, you know, come up, break the high, and I didn't have nowhere to manage the risk. So as it was coming down, you know, and breaking the low, I was like, okay, well, we have a clean candle to the left to retest the low. I can then manage the trade, because if it breaks its own high, I can close, you know, 50%, and then I can leave the rest running as long as it respects the previous high. What's going on, Paul?
Hello.
What's going on, bro? You good?
Yo.
Hello.
Yeah, good, mate. Good, mate.
Is my mic echoing?
No, you just sounded a little bit like further away, but you're right now.
Okay. Bro, well done. Well done.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
I took the trade and then I just pulled up YouTube to put music on. And I was like, oh shit, Harrison's live already? Because usually my clock says 4 o'clock when you go live and it says 3, but that there was a time change, I remember now, so makes sense. And
Yeah.
I saw your little thing on my homepage and I was like, no way he's in this cell too. Nice, bro. Very nice. I got in right on the close. Because remember last time we talked about when it's trending down like that, those weaker closes, they work when it's with the trend, but they don't when it's against.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I got in right on the close.
Yeah, nice. I personally, like I was just saying, I wanted to get in on the break of the low just because then I had 10 pips, 12 pips to, you know, to secure it at the low, which is still good.
Mm-hmm.
And then that allowed me that, you know, if the 15-minute candle say flipped, it broke its own high, I can close a certain percent and then reduce the risk that way, rather than the only thing I was worried about was if I took it off to 15, you know, I have no way of really reducing that risk because it's just one candle. So then I maybe have to go down to the 5-minute, which gets a little bit harder to, you know, kind of see where reduce that risk. But yeah, man, two great minds think alike.
Damn right. Very good. Yeah, it had a really good I think I had an 8 pip stop, so I could have secured 2 to 1 before we even hit that support on the 15-minute down there.
Yeah.
But with the election and everything, I was like, if I get 1 to 1, I'm out. I am not gonna play around this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
nice,
it was a really good, nice trade.
Yeah.
Kicking butt as usual.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we had a bit of a slow start to the week. The first Monday I was up about 8 pips and then it completely reversed. Yesterday I missed a whole move, so I was like, okay, today I'm due a good trade. I'm due.
The move yesterday, where was it? Can you show me?
It was over here. This big push from GJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about right here. Can I annotate? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Oh, just got stopped out. A break even there.
I thought you were talking about right here. That's the buy I waited for, and then you see how that candle made no bottom wick?
Yeah.
So right when it opened, it jumped up and it broke the high of that bullish one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wait a sec, let it kind of pull back and make a wick. Never. It like spiked up 3 and then spiked up 5 and then spiked up 10, and I was like, oh, I'm closing my charts and going to bed.
Yeah, see, that was the same as me because I was thinking, you know, obviously price made a higher, wait for a support, and I was like, okay, the 15-minute candle closed bullish, but at the same time I was like, it's a weak close. If you go to the 30-minute closed very weak as well, so I was very skeptical of the buys, but then it looks like it did end up just playing out.
Yep. So can you go to the 15 again?
Oh yeah, sure.
So this is kind of the same thing as those sells we took. So if you can scroll to the sells we just took on the 15.
What in?
Yep, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yeah. So you see how we come down, we have really clean candles, and we don't do any of this crap.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get this one bearish close, like weak or not, we close bearish. Resistance is established. And then the same thing here. We got clean all the way coming up, clean coming down, and then we just get kind of a weaker close. But I mean, in London, if that's a weak close, it still works really, really well. In New York, that candle really screws you over, I noticed.
Oh yeah.
So like from like your trading time and like my trading time from like 2 a.m. to like 6 a.m. Central Time, or 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Time, I think. Those weak closes with the trend on the 15, they work really well. But once you get in New York, that's where you'll see like this candle just kind of get blasted above if it doesn't break the low.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Just something I've noticed.
Yeah, I'd say New York. That would be tricky. That'd be very tricky.
Oh yeah, GJ and London session, it works really, really well.
Oh, 100%. But my runner just got stopped out. But here's another good point as well. What just made me think was that is why this what happened just here to me is a really good example of why you always secure at the low. You know, because this is the point where it can, you know, reject off of that previous support, and now it is reversing. So yeah, got stopped out, but is what it is. We had a winning day here today, so it's pretty good.
Very, very nice. You guys won a lot here.
Yeah, well, last week we had 4 wins, 1 loss, so
nice.
80% win rate.
Damn. So when's this signal group starting?
Yeah. Don't know, man. I've never been a fan of signals.
Same. Yeah, Ash, this is the first trade I took this week. The one I just went over, those buys, I missed it yesterday. That was the first opportunity I saw, but it didn't give me a bottom wick, and it just went without me, so I just went to bed. And then this trade was my first one so far this week. Not looking to do too much this week. I'm thinking 2 or 3 trades would be more than enough for everything going on this week.
Yeah, nice, man. Patience pays.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Asian at all last night?
No, I didn't actually. I did no analysis on it. I just, completely just thought.
Completely ignored it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I got up at 4:30 in the afternoon, like at nighttime. And I was like, it's election day. I'm going back to bed. I was like, no stream today. Be careful. And then I went back to bed.
Oh yeah, let's see if there's any updates. I got a little. No, nothing yet. So I think they're waiting on.
They're waiting on Wisconsin for sure. That's going to be a big one for Trump if he gets it.
But I thought they already voted Wisconsin.
Just before I jumped on your stream, it said they were waiting for it, so I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, 94% report. Oh yeah, Trump looks like he's gonna win that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I have to admit, I said this at the start as well. I was not expecting such a close. I really wasn't. I was expecting Trump to win by a fair bit, but
same.
Looks like it's gonna be close for sure.
Yeah.
But it looks like the ones they're waiting on, they're the ones that are more in favor of Trump. So maybe this is where he's gonna close that gap.
Yeah, it'd be like the rest of his votes coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. How many trades have you guys taken this week so far? How many have you taken?
I've taken 2. So I had a sell on Monday. I'll show you where it was. What day was Monday? Monday. Is it the 2nd was Monday, isn't it? Oh yeah, right over here.
Yeah,
so we had this support here from pre-London, the support from the Asian session, as you can see, the 15-minute candles were closing below this area. And then once this 15-minute candle closed, you know, I had a nice top wick, did like a retest, and then I sold on the, you know, on the close of this 15, because the 30-minute was still open, and it looked super good to continue down. It did continue down, as you can see, look, 9 pips. And then obviously the next one I was expecting to fill the wick, continue down, did fill the wick, got to the wick, and then just completely reversed. And as it was coming up and broke the high of this 15-minute, which is basically 3 pips, minus 3 pips, I closed the full position, because I was like, not going to want to be in that sell if it's going to start breaking highs. But yeah, it was, didn't get to secure, but is what it is. Looks like it reacted to this minor support. But then if you go to the 30-minute, where was it? We want the second. Oh, right over here. So if you look on the 30-minute, we had further clean traffic coming down to this area. So we never got there. So it looks like we reacted to this minor area within this zone. So
yeah, maybe the top of that bearish wick where it got filled on the left side.
Oh,
yeah.
over here you mean?
Yeah, so that bearish one, that's just kind of really long bearish, but no bottom wick. And then we just filled it.
Yeah,
So maybe it was somewhere in that wick, which on the 15 is a zone right there.
Yeah, it's this support. You can see it literally tapped into this support, and then it rejected that area. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But now we're back in profit for the week. So,
nice.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, as long as the end of the week is in profit, that's all that matters.
Oh yes. So now tomorrow we can have another shot, trying to get like a nice good winning trade, and then Friday we can just chill out. So it's pretty good.
Asian had some volume yesterday too.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, because it corrected that. It pushed all the way up to 137,400. I mean, that is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. See, when did it do that? See, it even did that move pre-Asian, and then Asian just corrected.
Dumped.
Yeah, it corrected the whole thing.
It was nasty. Gold did some really weird wiki stuff.
Oh yeah, I was watching gold while the election was on, and when Trump won the first state, I just see gold go literally erratic. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, it is, like I was saying, really, really important to secure at the low over here, 100%. Yeah. You know,
I agree.
But I tried to see if the one lot could continue down to 135 for 50, but it got stopped out at break even. So yeah, it's okay. Oh, so you I just saw your story. You read the Matthew McConaughey book?
McConaughey, yeah.
Yeah, I never know how to pronounce his name, but
McConaughey.
Yeah, McConaughey or whatever. But I like him as an actor, though. He's brilliant.
Yeah, it was super good. So the book, he actually does the reading of the book. So it's like, you know how in his movies he's always doing like those little giggles and those little like smart ass remarks and stuff. Like he does that throughout the whole book. 6.5 hours. It was phenomenal.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it was super cool.
I've listened to like a couple of his like he has a lot of like motivational videos and stuff, and he's a really, really intelligent guy. Like the way he just speaks about life is it's just incredible, you know. Like he always talks about, you know, instead of trying to compete against, you know, someone else, compete against your old self, or compete against yourself from yesterday, you know. So you're always trying to be that, always trying to be better than you was, and it's a brilliant way to put it. It really is. But yeah, he's a clever guy.
It was really good. I would definitely recommend it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I reckon GJ's probably gonna continue down now once it breaks this low on the 15. But yeah, there's no like re-entry or nothing. That's it. I took my one trade for the day, and that's it. That is it.
Yep. Is that your rule too? One a day, win or lose?
Yeah, so if I win, unless like it's something like, let's say I win, but like, you know, it gives that second confirmation for some more sells, I may take it, but that is actually very rare. Like, I want to see something solid for me to take that second trade after I've had a win. So
I feel you.
yeah. So yeah. But if you did catch this trade, drop a like on the stream. Would appreciate that. I seem to get more people come in around, I think, like after all the other London streams are gone. So towards the end, I get like a big surge of people. But then I know who the regulars and the loyal ones are, because they're always there first thing when the stream. So shout out to you guys there. Appreciate that.
You need to get a webcam.
Yeah, I do.
A little more of a personal touch.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
People like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it could get
Help.
a cam.
Yeah, when I did it, my regular numbers jumped up a good amount. So I mean, I'm sure it'll help. Just continue to grow and spread what you're doing.
Oh yeah, like I get new followers like every day. Like I get new subscribers every day. So, you know,
Nice.
just seeing like a consistent gain of any form of, you know, whether it's 1, 2, 3. It's like, you know, that, you know, what you're putting out there is gaining, you know, that attention or that following base. So it's just it's just a point of keep going with it, and like you say, just little things like that. Try and wow, Washington, is Washington quite a liberal state then?
I have no idea.
61% voted Joe Biden. That's quite a lot. Let's see which one was like the most. Like it was. Ooh, Texas was pretty close actually. So if they're saying 84% reporting, does that mean they haven't even counted all the votes yet? So some of these states, look, they're not even fully completed yet. I mean, Texas is only 84, 88, 80, 67, 72. Well, he won quite a lot in Utah. Oh, he won a lot in Wyoming. Never heard of that state.
You never heard of Wyoming?
No. No, never heard of it. Well, you're Wisconsin, so you're up over here.
Yep, right there.
So it looks like he's gonna win Wisconsin.
Yeah, there's a lot of Trump people. Like even like my parents, they were real. I mean, a lot of people actually were very. Did you vote? Did you vote? Make sure you go vote. Blah 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 blah. Hey, jeez.
Yeah. So they reckon they had like record number of votes this year or something. But yeah. Looking like it's gonna retrace. Maybe back to this 135, 900 level. But yeah, I am kind of glad that we're correcting this move, because this never made sense to me. Like I was like so confused why GJ was bullish when pound just went into lockdown with all the uncertainties of the election. I thought that, you know, GJ would have been bearish, but yeah, it looks like it was bullish, and then did some maybe higher time frame liquidity grab, and now it's correcting it. So
You think it could have been? No, I don't know. I don't do any sort of fundamentals, but I'm thinking maybe it went bullish because if Trump wins, that's better for the UK when you guys leave and whatnot, because Trump
yeah,
wants to do a deal with you guys.
yeah,
So maybe
definitely.
it was like speculation that Trump would win, pushed it up.
That is a good. Do you know what I have to say? I don't disagree with that at all, because markets are gonna have their own, like, because that is pretty true. I mean, he did want a deal with the UK. I know he was like in favor of us leaving the EU, so it's obviously within his interest to have us on board, as a trade deal and things like that. So yeah, 100%. Maybe that is very true. And then maybe that's why now, because the gap's tightened, now GJ's bearish. Who knows? Because it's like
Kind of coming back to where we broke out.
Yeah, because now it's like, okay, well, maybe there's not that certainty because, Biden's currently leading.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is a point. I mean, if we check out gold, I haven't even looked at gold yet this morning, but... So, I mean, wow, this was crazy. Look at that, 1 in the morning, it just went... Yeah, that's nuts. Anyone who was brave enough to take an entry on gold last night, that is a brave soldier right there. I hope your account is okay.
I hope your account's okay.
Yeah, literally, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Euro JPY.
I think next week will be smooth. It'll be a lot once there's a bunch of news Thursday, Friday. So, excuse me. I think next week will be a lot less uncertainty.
Oh yeah, next week we should have a good week because there's not. I mean, that we got interest rates on Thursday, so there's like tons and tons of stuff. So,
what time do you stream till?
So maybe
2 more hours.
Yeah, another 2 hours, just under. It depends really, because obviously if I don't get a trade, I'll wait till just right before Rakil starts. But if I do, then I'll call it like half an hour early, because I can get down the gym and stuff earlier. So now that I've had the winning trade, like that, I'll call it a little bit earlier. But we're gonna see and break down some other pairs in a minute, and yeah, just chill out now at this point.
Nice.
So yeah, if we go to, let's break down Euro JPY. So looking at Euro JPY on the daily time frame, we can see here that the daily candles have created a support around 121, 720, 725, something like that. But at the same time, we're looking at this previous area where we broke out of, obviously, Monday and Tuesday. So we're kind of coming back up to this area. So if we treat the daily, like we would do a 30-minute, a 4-hour, whatever, candles came down, they created a low. Now candles are retracing, and it looks like it's starting to reject this area, but we would need some form of resistance around 122.800 for Euro JPY to continue moving down. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, and we look on the 4-hour, well, we can see we had a resistance, around, that was yesterday, and then Asian session came up, looks like it generated a lot of liquidity, but right now the 4-hour has created a support. So I think for Euro JPY to continue down, it's going to need to close back below 122.200, because this was a resistance from before the weekend, and this was a now turn support. So if we break this, then we have clean candle to left hand side, we have these wicks to fill, and this next 4-hour range. But this range here looks very messy and very, very hard, because we can see a lot of these wicks up into this direction. We can see wicks now rejecting this downside. So it is really, really important to maybe be cautious with Euro JPY. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame, and then what we're going to do is we're going to remove everything again and start fresh. So looking on the 1 hour, we can see that this is that 4-hour zone that we were just talking about, this support over here on the 1 hour time frame, 122.200. Previous resistance from before the weekend, strong level because we had these rejections. So EJ did kind of make this high. It's now retraced to the level where we broke out of, and it is respecting this area as a support. Obviously this zone down over here is our 4-hour zone, but within this zone we do have some minor areas. So we can see how the 1 hour time frame, it came down and it tapped into this 1 hour support, minor support in this zone, around 122 flat, and it rejected this area as we closed back above 122.200. So really now focusing in on the most recent price action, we can see we had a minor resistance formed over here at 122.350, and then this 1 hour candle at London Open pushed price up to fill these wicks, retraced, but it closed above this area. So now we can see maybe the next 1 hour candle is trying to come up to fill this wick. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we can see, okay, looking on the 30-minute, we can neaten this up a little bit. We had a resistance over here, 122.400. What we can see now is price has made a high at 122.720, and now it's trying to form some support. So if it does form a support, there's a much higher chance it's going to continue up, retest this high, and then maybe even continue moving bullish to 122.950, 123. So that's looking for potential buys. If we look on the 15-minute has created a support. Obviously we know the 15-minute candle is a weaker time frame confirmation, so probably want to wait for the 30-minute to close. But for sells, I think you're going to want to see some resistance below 122.200, and then it's going to be a much higher chance for price to continue down. So we can see we have another zone over here on the 30-minute where we had a previous support from yesterday, and then you can see how we tapped into it this morning, obviously to generate some liquidity to push further up. So this would be our first point if EJ does come down. But the safer thing to do would be to wait for a resistance, because this is a strong level on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, and the 30-minute. So when we have a resistance, there's a much higher chance that it's going to continue down. So this range is around 20 pips, and then the next range is around 25 pips. So we will look at that, and then if it can create some support over here. Obviously your first target is kind of this high point where we've kind of tapped into multiple times, and then secondly, if it can push further on to 122.950. Let's check out gold. Let's go to gold on the daily time frame. So looking at gold now, just really focusing in again on the most recent price action, we can see how this moved down. It got corrected towards the start of the week, creating a resistance at this area. But this current daily candle is rejecting this area too now again. So we also know that obviously it created this low over here, but it obviously respected this area as a support when it tried to create a resistance over here around 24th, 25th of September, got corrected. So now we came back to this area and we formed a support. So looking on the 4 hour, time frame, we are currently at a 4 hour support level. So obviously for gold to continue moving down, we need to break this support, maybe create some resistance, but below this level, and then we can continue down, fill these wicks over here, and then we have another 4 hour support right over here around 1878. So going to the 1 hour. So looking on the 1 hour time frame, we are at this support level on gold. We're trying to break down. At the same time, if we look at our most recent price action, we were closing below this previous support from the Asian session. So we're trying to create a resistance at this level, and then as you know, prices coming down, we look left, we see, okay, we may incur some issues over here, we may have some issues down over here, but generally speaking, you know, there is a move up from this support area. So naturally, you know, if price is going to continue down, it's probably going to come down to around 1880. Let's go to the 30-minute real quick. So yeah, looking on the 30-minute created a minor resistance for gold to continue down. Put this down over here for a minute. So yeah, it created a minor resistance for gold to continue down. We do have this minor support as well, which is, you know, can give us some issues around 1889. But generally, I think once we break that, I mean, I know we have a couple of minor supports, but at that point, you know, we could have the momentum for gold to continue down to 1880. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here. But those people who was looking for sells on gold, this area was pretty good considering it made a low retrace from resistance. On the 30-minute as well, it did respect the high of the previous 30-minute, and it did continue down to fill the wick. So, yeah, I think... yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah,
Have a
no
good one.
worries. Yep, I'll see you tomorrow if you fancy coming on.
Yep, it sounds good, bro.
All
Have a
right,
good
mate.
day.
Yep, see you. Cheers.
Uh,
Okay, so we've got another subscriber there. That's pretty good. So yeah, so I think gold should continue down once it breaks 1888, as we're just saying, and then hopefully can continue fill these wicks. But do remember, obviously, guys, it is election day, so I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a good idea to take any trades on gold, but that's just it. So looking at GJ. GJ is actually coming back up to this 135.900 level, so it'll be interesting to see what happens over here. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, 1 hour's coming back up, maybe to do like a retest. So we'll see. We will see. See if there's any updates. No updates. No updates. Okay. So we spoke about Euro JPY. 30-minute candle did close bullish. So next 30 minutes should continue moving up to fill this wick over here. Looking at gold. Gold 30-minute also closed bearish. Okay, FTSE and the Dow look pretty similar. So looking on the FTSE, let's go to the daily time frame. FTSE also corrected this bearish move down below this support area on the daily time frame. So if it is creating some support back above 57.60, then, you know, maybe the FTSE can continue up. Looking at the 4 hour, 4 hours creating that support. We do have a resistance over here. Looking at the 1 hour, 1 hour done like a fake out. 1 hour done a fake out of this support, and then now we are trying to close above this resistance. So if we do close above this resistance on the 1 hour time frame, we do have another resistance right over here, which we could kind of reject. But yeah, we'll see what happens over there. 30-minute. Okay, so on the 30-minute time frame, we are still at this resistance. And then, yeah, we can bring this up ever so slightly. Yeah, so it's pretty good. But yeah, just still using the FTSE in confluence with GJ. So we can see at 7 a.m. the FTSE dropped, and at 7:30 it made a low, and then it retraced. And then GJ's kind of done the same thing, but just very later on. So it did kind of the same thing. 7:30 came down. 8 o'clock retraced. GCAD's also bearish, so CAD must be pretty strong because there is not much of a retracement on GCAD. So I think it should continue moving down to this area right over here. 1.70850 is pretty good. So we'll see. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'm gonna put some music on. You guys chill for a minute, and then I'm gonna go make a drink. So let's put some music on. I'll leave it on GJ. So yeah, so my runner got stopped out at break even. That's fine. I secured everything down at most of the position down at the low, and then letting the rest run. Yeah, so like I say, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. You still can put stuff in the YouTube chat. I just will reply to it from my phone. So yeah, be back in a sec.
rock anthem. Then I went to see Sublime, and I was like, damn, son.
Sublime with Rome is not the same thing as Sublime. Sublime with Rome was depressing and did not feel right. It's not the same, it's not the same. The with Rome part was printed too small. I saw the name, I'm not to blame. I thought it might be cool, but I
paid $50 to go and see the Woo, but ODB's son kept missing all the cues. Plus Raekwon's mic kept going in and out. When did ripping off the fans become what music was about? A Nirvana reunion, they never would do it because the band was Kurt and everyone knew it. When MCA died, yo, the Beastie Boys said that's it, we're done. Now make some noise, you know.
Sublime with Rome is not the same thing as Sublime. Should've had stayed home, or at least been charged one third the price. It's not the same. Seemed like a good idea at the time, you know. It's not the same. They're down to only one original guy.
I see this Miles from the States sitting up in the back row. Rome was born in '88, so now I'm feeling hella old. The Dalmatian spot seemed painted on this band I've always meant to see. Live Nation Santeria on my adolescent memories. Just like the Misfits,
It's not the same.
or Guns N' Roses,
It's not the same.
or Black Flag.
It's not the same.
Posthumously half reunited bands are so disappointing.
Sublime with Rome is not the same thing as Sublime. Sex Pistols, Alice in Chains, and bands that they can't retire.
It's not the same, it's not the same.
It's not the same thing as Sublime.
It's not the same, it's not the same.
It's not the same thing as Sublime.
Well, at least their tour t-shirts are reasonably priced.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Yo, back.
Yo.
What's going on? So, looks like GJ pushed up over here.
Would you consider another sell when it reaches the resistance?
I think at this point I'm not gonna take any more trades, but I mean,
Maybe next buy would be better if it.
well, yeah, I mean, if we look at the 4 hour now, it's not looking good for price to continue down. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe this move down's gonna get corrected, and then actually maybe you're gonna get some nice buys. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Especially if they think, you know, Trump's gonna win, like what Paul was saying. It's a very good point.
Yeah. I heard. Really.
So we will see. Euro also pushing up. Gold.
Yeah. Just curiosity. Did you start trading FTSE or you're just observing it, looking for some correlations between GJ and FTSE?
Yeah, just watching it for the minute, looking at correlations. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't taken a trade on it yet. Okay, so let's see
So
if there's any.
how's the correlation going? I mean, I remember that you found some points, let's say.
Mhm.
Does it work for now, or is it too early for you to say that, okay, this correlation works?
No, I think I can say that there's definitely a correlation. I mean, let's talk about GJ this morning. You know, pre-London, FTSE dropped a lot of points, and then pre-London GJ also dropped. So one thing I've noticed is when there's one thing's for sure, one thing is definite. When there's volume in the FTSE, there's volume with GJ. So you know
Okay.
that just has to be putting the two together. So if you start seeing the FTSE drop, you know, at pre-London, then you could expect GJ to follow suit. That's kind of what I've come with so far, but there's gonna be a webinar on that for the group anyway, so don't worry, you're gonna learn a lot from that one.
Yeah.
Man, these tunes. Right, I'm just gonna eat my sandwich. I'm just gonna put myself on mute for 2 secs.
What is the measure of the common man?
So let's check out Euro JPY is also retracing. Gold. Looks like the 30 minutes coming down. 15-minute. Did like a liquidity grab. 1 hour time frame trying to create that resistance. See if we get some better tunes. I've changed the playlist. Hip hop station.
Hip hop station.
Yeah.
I remember you previously were playing some vibes, raves.
Yeah, but there was like rave songs. I was like, bloody hell. Yeah, so I think if GJ closes back above 136.200 and creates a support, then it's going to continue moving up. But I mean, if it, kind of creates a resistance at this level again, it's going to take a while for it to come down. Because look at this 4 hour. This 4 hours just only just coming to a close. It's retraced from this whole zone.
Yeah.
So if we're going to come up and, fill this wick, then we need to start seeing a support formed at this area again.
Mhm.
Gold flipping bearish over here on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so if we look at the 30-minute now, 30-minute candle closed bullish, closed below 136.200. So I mean, yeah, it depends. Right now, I don't think there's no buyers or sells. You can't take a buy because we have a potential area of rejection over here. Can't take a sell because candles are bullish. So yeah, if people haven't taken a trade, then there's some more waiting involved.
Maybe it's gonna create some top wick on 4 hour to go down.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we look on the 4 hour, it did close bearish, but it also kind of rejected this zone. I mean, yeah, this is a huge... I mean, look at this 4 hour though. This is super messy. Like, rejection from the upside, rejection from the downside.
Yeah.
But it is making lower highs as a market structure, you know. So we need to maybe just create that lower high again, and then it should continue down. Don't you think it will fill the wick on 4 hour if resistance is made at 136, 160? Yeah, it could do. That's true. It could do. So like now, this is your new zone. This is your new range because this was the low. So it's retracing up. But yeah, I would say, yeah, that could work. But I would be cautious at the moment because this area is very sensitive. See if we got any updates here. No updates. I think they're still counting. Yeah, 11 minutes ago. Yeah, so they're still counting. Oh, I thought Wisconsin they thought was going to be a Trump win. So Arizona voted Joe Biden in the end. But only 83% of votes counted. But look, half of these, most of these states is like, okay, so he definitely won that one because it's like 99%, still 85%, not a lot. 94% is a lot. 92, but there's a lot of states that like not even all the votes have been counted. I mean, Florida was tight. You see, like Pennsylvania was only 64% of the votes counted. So New York was only 67%. See, that one was only 58%. Washington was only 58% of the votes counted. Wow. So he could have, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, still the same. So let's go back to GJ. So looks like Euro JPY 30-minute candle closed bearish. So if people are in buys, maybe you want to start reducing that risk. But I mean, looks like it may be coming down to do like a retest and then continue up. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we never really got a retest of this resistance. So yeah, may want to wait for that, because yeah, Euro JPY seems to do more of a retest than say GJ. I find Euro JPY seems to, you know, do that retest and then continue, whereas GJ sometimes just doesn't want to do that. It just runs. So it's like gold 30-minute closed bearish. Look at the 15. Yeah, just needs to break past this minor support, and then gold should continue moving down. You invest in stocks as well? No, I don't invest in any stocks. No.
Ain't no telling what we gon' do. Yeah, I've been feeling good lately, and it feels good to feel good again. Yeah, look, I wanna treat you like a 90s R&B song. No, it's only been a month, but I don't think we need long. Cause you got me out of my comfort zone, feeling comfortable in deep water. Cause
of shallow feelings and undertows. See, I don't usually fall this fast, but you will make me call my last until I lose my number. Ain't worried about a title, but hope you don't choose another. Yeah, I'm in over my head, but something about you in the city makes me hope for the best. But fuck it, dog, I'm 23 with the world on a string, getting paid for every word that I sing. I earned everything, been working, and now I'm paying rent with my passion. GQ sending checks when I know nothing about fashion. I swear there's something you lack and that I know how to supply. We ain't even gotta talk. I see
So yeah, maybe GJ is gonna create this resistance, but you need to wait for the candles to close. Yeah, I don't really like that tune. Don't really like that tune.
It's my style, everybody thinks it's whack, man. Socks and slides since I was running college track, man. But everyone who knows me, knows I'd rather die than feel a toe breeze. Yo, please, I'll be rolling in a whip, man, or chilling by the pool. Take a sip, man.
Okay, let's check out see if there's any updates. No updates yet. No updates. We'll probably start to see gold moving and the Dow moving. Wow, look at this range on the Dow. So it's like GJ is coming down. Let's look at the 15-minute. 15-minute candle closed bearish, but remember the 15-minute is a weaker time frame confirmation. Looks like it's coming down. So yeah, I would be very cautious of this area, because now that we've closed back above, I'll be very cautious of this zone, 135.950. And if I was looking for a sell, I'd probably want to see candles closing below this area.
And now, a poem by Hans Mollman. I think that I shall never see. My cataracts are blinding me. Hans Mollman is his name, aka Ralph Mellish. He's a stone cold player. Artie Zip was mad jealous when he dated Summer first. Plus he's only 31. Drinking ruined his life. It's such a sad story, son. Got a knife in his cane and a fire in his loins. The 80 movie star who took a football to the groin. Burns thought he was a leprechaun, drilled him in the head. Slept with Lars Ulbricht's grandmother, then chilled with her in bed. He's more metal than Metallica, though that's not so hard. Homer drove him off the cliff, so impatient in his car.
Trump leading in the swing states. Yeah, I know he won. So he won Florida. Florida was a swing state. What else is a swing state? I'm not sure. So if it's okay, I think I've just worked this out. So if this is correct, and you know, depending on who wins the, you know, this, you know, who's leading in the state. So if he has 6 electoral votes there, and he has 10 there, that's 16. So that would take him to what, 254. But Trump leads in this one, which is 16. So if he wins the states that he's predicted to win, then Trump's won the election. Because GJ's coming down over here. Oh wow, look at this. It looks like that 15-minute resistance was pretty good, but I mean, I would have been very cautious with this zone. Yeah, so maybe even see if we can get a close back below this resistance, and then a continuation, and this partial move up to get corrected, and then the 4-hour wick to get filled. Yeah, look at the table at the bottom more clear. Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, so these are the swing states. I see. Yeah, so Nevada he's looking to win, but they're only worth 6 electoral votes. So Biden is expected to have 238, and then so he's supposed to have 254, but Trump, so if he wins Wisconsin, then he's got 16, which will take him to 229. If he wins Pennsylvania, that's 20 electoral votes, but it looks like he's going to win that one, which would take him to 249. If he wins North Carolina, which looks like he's going to win that as well, but that is very close. That's 15 electoral votes, 264. So yeah, if he wins Georgia, then it's his. He's won the election. So it is close, pretty much. If these are right, if these are correct, that he's, you know, leading, then as long as it stays that way, then Trump's won the election at this point. You know, despite the fact that it looks like Joe Biden's winning, it seems as if Trump can win.
Asked me to say some Jedi rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. I fought the Sith, then it went this way. If I were a Jedi, bet I'd get all the ladies.
I just need to leave the Zoom. Thank you very much for the conversation and the Zoom. See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow, mate.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Wisconsin is pretty close, but I think he should win that. Yeah, Wisconsin. See, even there, it's not definite that Biden's gonna win. I mean, that is close. Bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh no, there's Alaska as well. They haven't finished reporting there, so that's worth three votes. So it looks like Trump's winning there too. Hawaii, it's only worth 4 electoral votes. So yeah, this is crazy times. But yeah, looks like GJ is coming down over here. I still feel like this 15-minute candle was a very weak confirmation for sales, but looks like it's playing out. Okay, so I'm going to remove this now anyway, because that trade was stopped out the runner was stopped out at break even. But yeah, if GJ closes back below 135.850, then we're going to 135.450 by far. Look at the 4-hour time frames already starting to come down to try and fill this wick. 1 hour time frame already coming down. Yeah, it does look good at this point. Just need the 30-minute to close below 135.850. So I think if you're people looking for another sell, a resistance at this area is going to be much better, because this is a range. See, here's the thing. Here's a good little learning point. So this is a range. This is a range over here. We can see this range. And, you know, for price to break out one way as is, and then to come back into the zone, a resistance is going to be better, because then we could get a much higher chance of breaking through the other side of this range and then continuing down. So that would be really good to see that happen. So yeah, just need this 15-minute candle to close below 135.850. Check out Euro JPY. Oh, Euro JPY is coming down, coming back into the zone. Looks like the buys didn't play out there. That's where risk management is really key. You know, as the candle closed bearish, you can close some percent. Next one breaks the low, you can close some more percent. So look at the FTSE. FTSE's also coming down. FTSE needs to break below this minor support. GJ. Yeah, I think we'll know probably, I don't know, maybe by the end of the day. Something like that. Looks like GJ is trying to close below. We've got 3 minutes here. Okay, we've got like 1 minute left here for this candle to close. Gold still remaining pretty flat at the moment.
Why don't you just come on over? Why don't you just stay with me? And it go like, hey.
So as you can see, the 15-minute candle's coming to a close and it's closing above this minor area. So okay, so it looks like it closed just below this minor resistance here. So I think if it can create another minor resistance in this area, like another 15-minute bearish candle, there's a much higher chance for price to continue down. Looking at the 30-minute, yeah, literally closed just below. So it looks like I've done a little fake out over here. So if it did a fake out, then that means that this bullish move here should get corrected. And then we should end up back at this level and then maybe even break that to continue moving down. Ideally, you know, resistance right over here is going to be better. Back within this range, but of course, you know, price can just continue down with no confirmation.
The night said that it's young and I'm relaying the message. Feeling good, a down in your luck. Do you wanna make out, baby? Do you wanna maybe lay under the stars and just stare up at affection? Don't think long, these are simple questions like I just really wanna love you, and I just want you here with me tonight. Are you high on life? Are you down in your luck? Do you wanna make out, baby? Do you wanna maybe lay under the stars and just stare up at affection? The night said that it's young and I'm relaying the message. Why don't you just come on over? Why don't you just stay with me? Said I can give you more than everything you need. What's he got that I don't got, girl? Give me just a thing or two. I don't have all the answers, but there's no question what we should do. I don't have all the answers.
So just a reminder, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. We will be still doing the 1K giveaway for a free magic keys. Free magic keys.
Welcome to the show, got another storyline. Sit yourself down, about to be a gory time. Toss away, we're back on the come. Wanna step up, get my sum up, we gon' run up. This is destiny to be the greatest guardian alive. Can't be complacent, Crota got it once, Forex got it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be much better to wait for like a minor resistance here. Any updates? Any updates? Nothing yet.
One thought, just wait till we blow up like the rounds of my 100 sunshine.
Gotta supercharge so you get in the quad on my squad. Please, no we lay low. When you run across the map, you keep getting capped, no we please. Go with the game flow. When you at the power ammo, when you got some weak sauce in your hand. Back up off, yo. These gaming MCs, we got one destiny, what that be? Wiping maps, yo.
Slashing in a disorderly fashion, we make it happen. Give me the loot, it's time to cash in. Every player should hold me in high esteem when I strike with my fire team and blow the entire scene. Burn like incense, leaving an imprint, fleeing the honest vengeance. The weapons are exotic, you can't stop the product. Zavala bring the drama, you cannot deny it. My movement you can't weaken, so we gotta crush the red legion and leave them dead bleeding. Elemental affinity for big guns. Sunshot, one shot, all you kids done. It blew the tower, but can't let that hinder us. Never giving up, we on the stuff that blew gender up. It's indisputable what I can do to you. The carnage is beautiful. Meet me in the crucible.
You gotta supercharge, then you get in the quad on my squad. Please, newbie, lay low. When you run across the map and you keep getting capped, newbie, please. Go with the game flow. When you at the power ammo, when you got some weak sauce in your hand. Back up off, yo. These gaming MCs, we got one destiny, what that be? Wipe the maps, yo.
Yo, Rory XP is empowering this. Guardian from my well like empowering rift. Call the storm. Lightning ions, blasting guardians off the wall, fighting lions. Go ahead and beg, I will not stop. Not community, but my guns be going pop, pop. Savage, merciless, no time for fake fads. Climbing the top, steady grinding like break fads. Break fast, your team, take last. No safe paths. Recruit, place ads, straight blast. We money, straight cash. Brave lads, play last and they smashed. Face facts, we murderous. I can hear your heartbeat through the mic, the sound of your nervousness. You getting nothing but the best from me. Just accept it, it's destiny. Let's go.
When you gotta supercharge, then you get in the quad on my squad. Please, newbie, lay low. When you run across the map and you keep getting capped, newbie, please. Go with the game flow. When you at the power ammo, when you got some weak sauce in your hand. Back up off, yo.
9 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close.
Wipe the maps, yo.
Looks like Euro JPY also continuing down to maybe correct this bullish move. Let's see if gold's dropping now. Gold's starting to come down now. So yeah, gold should continue moving down. Let's check out GCAD. Ooh, GCAD did like a fake out over here. Did a fake out. Maybe we're gonna come up, correct this move. Still nothing, man. There's still, I think they're a little bit closer with Georgia. Where's Georgia? It looks like Trump's winning. Yeah, it looks like Trump's winning over there. So, I mean, it's not by much. It's only by like, what, 100,000. Looks like Biden's winning Nevada. Yeah, I think over here, if you can get like a weak bullish candle and then, you know, the next one creates a resistance or breaks the low, I think price is going to continue down at that point. Gold is dropping over here. Okay. Man, I am really excited to see who wins this, as we are getting ever so closer. So look, North Carolina. Oh wow, there's literally hardly anything in it. It's crazy how they can be this close. Let's look at this. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, did his just go up? Did I just witness that go up? Why does his say 238 but the other one says 224? Yeah, I'll stick with this one. Yeah, so looking at GJ now, 15-minute candles coming up over here, so it's trying to create a minor support, but at the same time, you know, this 30-minute candle does need to create some from the top wick and then continue down. So maybe even a case of a weak 15-minute bullish candle, and then the next 15 minutes starts to come down, break the low, and then continue moving bearish. Anybody here in the chat from US? Anybody here from the US in the YouTube chat? Let me know. I want to get some opinions on some stuff. Let's have a little discussion. Yeah, let me know if you're from the US. Anybody from the US in the YouTube there. We got no one from the US here in the chat. We got no one. That's interesting. I would have thought we would have had one person. Okay, so GJ 15-minute candle closed bullish. So, I mean, there is a higher chance for the next one to continue bullish also, as it created a support. But if you're expecting this 30-minute, you know, to continue down, then you would need this 15-minute candle to respect the high of the previous 15-minute candle and then continue down and break this low.
The zombie T-Rex is back, undid swag with that old school rap. Cause it's Curtis Blow with that Nerdist flow, getting pterodactyl flag on the track. 4 records deep, 5 EPs, 1 mixtape, cause you can't kill me.
Yeah, stop would be pretty big though if it does come down and break this low.
No rapper ever born did a rhyme like this. MC Lars with the rhythmic alacrity. Oratory skills causing mad catastrophe. The whole crew sick, like Kubrick. Got your eyes wide shut for this apocalypse. Let's face it, I'm an awesome rapper. Post-punk laptop velociraptor. No, I won't dumb it down for the mainstream fan. Cause the mainstream fan has lame taste, man. Yeah, I said it. And I'm flying over hurdles. Keep it underground like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See a funny thing happen on my way to the stage. Way laid by a stegosaurus, second on my leg. When I made my escape, it was way too late. Got that T-virus strain all up in my veins. Bringing pain like the Necronomicon. Iguanagon loose up at Comic-Con. Tearing up your lawn like a Moklodon. Take away your girl like I was Donkey Kong. Jurassic Park this van in your city every time I rock a show. Cause the fans all bounce when I light up the room with that pyroclastic flow. Yo! No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever.
So if you haven't already, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the stream,
Cause I make that smart music, that hard DIY from
show
the
some
heart music,
support.
that Lars, he came to straight rocket music, that burning down your local hot topic music, that KRS-One on my album music, that of course you know I read up on Malcolm music, that PMA all day music, that guy who gave you K-Flay music, that R.I.P. Pat Wood music, that only wanna do a bit of good music, that got here on my own music, that hey it's Weird Al on my phone music, that lit hop Edgar Allan Poe music, that show your English teacher how to flow music, that TED Talk read a book music, that look at Sister Crack on the hook music, like no mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex.
Yeah, so we're gonna call it a stream here in about 10-15 minutes. So the 15-minute candle is coming up, trying to break the high of the previous 15-minute candle. Much higher chance now for price to continue moving bullish. You have clean candles to the left hand side. So it's broken the high now, should continue moving up.
Coming up after the break, San Francisco has already seen its local coffee markets impacted by these zombie dinosaurs, what these developments mean for your organic Arabica, and then enterprising young people are bringing gentrification to dinosaur caves and dens. We find the city's best apocalyptic food trucks, and finally, an Oxford study finds that white kids are still not hyphy. What can you do to help? We'll cover it after the break.
So yeah, looks like DJ's pushing up over here. So yeah, we'll probably call it a stream here in about 10 minutes time. So yeah, let's start looking at wrapping up kind of what's happened today. So we had, well, I took some sells once this 15-minute candle broke the low of the previous 15-minute candle, ran for around 10-11 pips, secured everything, and then secured 80%, and then let it run, but it got stopped out at break even. So one of those days. Euro JPY coming back below that range. It is trying to create some support, but I mean, yeah, it could be just doing a retest to continue down. Gold should be continuing down. It's kind of rejecting this area now, actually, which is the zone that we talked about at the start of the stream, you know, where we could potentially have some areas of rejection, which is around 1888, 780, 800. So look at that. GCAD did a fake out, is correcting this bullish move. So looks like it closed back above this area as well. Did like a retest to continue up. We have a clean candle to left hand side, so I think it should continue up to around 1.71800. Looking at the Dow, the Dow's pretty tricky. 30 minutes trying to do like a fake out, so it's kind of respecting this area as a support. FTSE, yeah, kind of doing the same thing, but respecting this area of support. So it is just ranging right now. So yeah, we'll see. GJ looks like it did continue moving up to retest that high. So, you know, this 15-minute candle, once the next 15-minute candle broke the high, was a pretty good entry for price to continue moving bullish. So definitely one to look at again. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here, guys. Thanks everybody for coming onto the stream. So we did have a winning sell here today, which is pretty good, considering today was quite hard again, but we did catch this sell. So yeah, it was a pretty good day, and then maybe some people caught buys on this 15-minute candle later on, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming down. If you could drop a like on the stream, that would be great. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well, because like I said, we're going to be doing a Magic Keys giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers. So if I'm not mistaken, I am at... So we're at 720 subscribers, so we've got a couple of hundred to go. But we will be doing that Magic Keys giveaway once we reach it. So yeah, if you want to win yourself a free Magic Keys, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to the HFX YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. That's not for the giveaway, but just make sure you're followed on Instagram as well. You're going to see so many different live updates, and that's pretty much where most of my content goes, you know, for people to see and things like that. So yeah. So yeah, make sure you're following the Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and yeah, so I think maybe after the new year, we're gonna maybe start these streams a little bit earlier around London Open, but I'm not gonna do that this month or next month. I'm just gonna let everything get consistent. Oh, sorry, just to sneeze. Don't worry, I don't have the Rona. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, 8:30 GMT in the morning again. No overtrading, guys, because trust me, today is gonna be a very volatile day. With the elections and stuff. So yeah, really make sure that you're being extra cautious. You're not over risking. You're not over trading. Just really take it easy today. Okay, so I had caught the sells, and that's it. Calling it a day. So. And then just lastly, I think if people are looking for sells on Euro JPY, if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, there's a much higher chance for the next 15-minute candle to continue down to retest this support at 122 200. So if we just So yeah, there's a much higher chance for price to continue down if this 15-minute candle can close bearish, ideally below this minor support, and then there's a much higher chance for the next 15-minute candle to continue moving down. Okay, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching today, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.